Representative Wright, you're recognized to introduce the Veteran of the Week.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Our Veteran of the Week served in World War II, one of our many World War II veterans that we have. We're losing about 1,000 a day to death right now from World War II, and I'm very fortunate to have one from Weatherford that's a World War II veteran, and I'd like to ask the clerk to read the citation.
Clerk will read the citation.
Whereas Harold Goldmann is a resident of House District 57 in Weatherford, Oklahoma, and served in the United States Army from 1943 to 1945 and achieved the rank of Private First Class for distinguished service. And whereas Harold Goldmann received the Purple Heart for an injury received while serving on the front lines. He was captured by the Germans and was a prisoner of war in a German concentration camp, and while on a work detail, he escaped and 10 days later was recaptured. And whereas among the most honored of all of those in public service are veterans who have protected all Americans from enemies, both foreign and domestic. And whereas the state of Oklahoma holds our veterans in highest esteem and appreciates the sacrifices and contributions they have made to preserve our freedoms and way of life. And whereas the Oklahoma House of Representatives of the 54th Legislature takes great pride in honoring you as Veteran of the Week. Now therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representative Harold Wright, and the state of Oklahoma extends to Harold Goldmann sincere commendations and directs that this citation be presented.
I'll put it right here. Mr. Speaker, would Mr. Goldmann be recognized to say a few words?
Mr. Goldmann, you're recognized.
Someone asked me some time ago, what do I think of America? What a country. What a state. I chose to live here in this state, but I was born in Wisconsin. And I remember so clearly coming back from prison camp, all the men, thousands on board ship. And when we got near the shore, we all cried like babies. We were home. We were free. Someone said, what makes America great? Let me tell you what makes America great. The churches on so many corners. And I thank you for the privilege of being here. Let me say this. Freedom is not free. Men paid a tremendous price, and many are buried, friends that I had, in Italy and Germany and France and places I've been in to fight. And they paid that price. That you and I might live in the greatest country in the world. What a privilege. And as you look at that Stars and Stripes, that thing flew over New York and over the Statue of Liberty. No wonder we cried. We missed that flag, and we missed the freedom we had. Let's pledge our allegiance to the flag that God has given us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for letting me be here.
Harold's family, his son Warren Goldmann, they're in the south balcony, his daughter-in-law Carla, Sarah, Dustin, Jarnigan, grandchildren, and some great-grandchildren, Kaysen, Taryn, and Sutton. They're up in the balcony. Would you all wave your hands? One last thing before we finish up here, and I would like to present you with this United States flag that's flown over the capital of the state of Oklahoma. And again, thank you very much for your service to our country.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Wright. You may be seated.